Hi, everybody. Hope everyone is doing fine. Just thought I'd do a little chit chat with you all today. I'm at my mom's house, so I'm at a different environment. I had to come up here because she took a fall, and so I'm gonna spend. I'm spending a few days with her, and just wanted to chit chat. I'm on her porch. This is where I was raised. I wasn't born in South Carolina, but I was raised here, so I don't know anything about the place I was born. Just know I was born in another state, and I was born in Pennsylvania, but I was raised in here in this home. This is a very country setting, so you're gonna hear cars. My mom stay not too far off the road, so hopefully. I was going to start this video a lot earlier because I know the traffic is not that crazy, but it is. I do have my bullet points here on my computer because it's just a chit chat that I decided to do at the last minute. I had other things planned, but of course things change and you have to make room for those changes. And even if you don't have that room, you still, need to incorporate that room because that's what I do. I realized that I need to come up here. I haven't been up here in a minute with my mom. So I like, you know what? I need to go up there, and just sit and chit chat and make sure my mom, is doing fine, which she is. She was in the emergency room, but she's back home. She took a little fall. And I know she is happy for me to be up here. So I brought me and my little granddaughter up here. That's the one that you hear me talk about a lot because she's always staying with me. But anyway, I'm rambling, so that's why I got bullet points, right? you know, um, but anyway, that's what my focus is right now this weekend. So that is the things that I need to focus on right now. I did plan to do some more videos, so I've been doing some videos around here, around the countryside a little bit, and I will show those probably in this video, or if not in another video. Just around my mama house where things have grown up, things that I haven't seen in a while. I just want you to know sometimes you have to plan ahead on things, and that's what I've been doing is planning ahead. This weekend would have been my plan ahead on my videos, my reselling, on things that I want to do because I'm still trying to play catch up from my cruise, where I'm just getting back from my cruise. And I also got my coffee. This is my mom's cup. Her name is Alice, and it explains what the meaning of Alice is. And I'm trying a new coffee with my mom. I'm so much like my mom. She's always trying new things. She's trying the rise, I think, coffee, the mushroom coffee, but I think this is the rye and mushroom. And I've always wanted to try it. Was a little skeptical, but I'm here to tell y'all this tastes just like coffee. This is one of my new coffees, and it's awesome. So I'm probably going to change out my coffee at the house that I really don't use anyway, and I really do need to drink it. But if I can find a decaf one, because I really need to go back to drinking decaf. But I don't drink coffee every day, so it really might not even matter. But it really tastes good. The only thing I didn't like, my mama do not drink a sweetener. I drink a sweetener. She drank real sugar. Well, I'm not gonna say real sugar, but she drank she used sugar. I don't use sugar unless it's 100% real sugar, which is rarely I use, or it's a sweetener like Splenda, or I try not to use any of that at all. I'm going to do the other type of sugar. I can't think of the name, but I'll put the name up. But I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, I'm rambling as always anyway. But I've been with my channel for a month, y'all, into this channel. Well, a little over a month. I started it at the beginning, right before my birthday. I started around the beginning of May, and I turned 60 May the 13th. So I started within that area of my birthday, and it's hard to believe that it's been this long. I truly, want to thank my supporters, my subscribers, people who popping in, liking, comment. I truly appreciate that. because that means the world to me. Because this is a new journey for me, y'all. And I'm a new YouTuber, but that's not what this is about. I'm not a, I'm a new YouTuber, but that's not what this is about, of course. And I appreciate everything that you all are doing for me, supporting my channel, watching my channel, because my channel is a document of my journey. And the things that surprised me is I am actually enjoying the filming, y'all. I'm actually enjoying this life of my journey, turning 60 and beyond. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying talking with people that I don't get to see. I get to see some of the people that are on my social media through their content that they create as well. So I get to see that, but not put my hands on people. And some people actually don't stay within driving distance of me. So that's gonna be good when we all get together and just have a thrift day, a meet day, an enjoyable day. So I'm gonna enjoy that as well. I have learned how to edit and still learning to edit. But again, I'm not getting crazy with edit because editing will keep you going all day long. And I realize that, and that's not what my life is about and stuff. Thumbnails. My thumbnails are exciting for me because I like for my thumbnails to be realistic, not pow, 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 not animated. I want mine to feature me and what my video is about and not something that scream out at people. So I love making my thumbnails. I am learning that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. I am not trying to be perfect. At first I was, but I realized, why am I struggling to be perfect? And that means I'm not being myself. So I like, this got to change because this thing is working me and I'm a worker. I will work from sun up to sundown, but not the struggle. I don't like the struggle. So that has changed a lot for me, not to make everything so perfect. So you're gonna get these these ahs, these mishaps, these bloopers, these oops moments. You gonna get that. Now sometimes I have to stop my video, then start it where I stopped at. Okay, that's not editing me. That's just trying to put those pieces together to make sure they blend together. Whatever works for everybody, it don't works for everybody. If that makes sense, right? And everything don't have to be planned. Just like this was not planned. I would not dare for this to be planned that my mom get hurt. It was not planned, but you have to pivot for your family, and I'm going to pivot for my family. And that's one thing I have to do. When my husband says, we do spontaneous things, he's still working. He has not yet retired. My life is spontaneous, first of all. And when he said, okay, let's go. Sometimes with me, because I do help my daughter with her child a lot. And sometimes I have to schedule myself around that, especially when school starts. So sometimes I can't pivot as spontaneous as quick because me and my husband, we really are spontaneous people. But in most cases I do, because I have to tell my daughter, look, you got to get her because we got to go. We're gone. And she makes it work because as a parent, that's what she needs to do is make it work. Every video is not going to be fancy. Every video is not going to be a happy video. I'm going to have some moments where I'm going to come to you all. I'm sad. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I'm burnt out, which that is coming as well. Special little hint with my retirement. So I realized that, sometimes you just got to sit and talk, chit chat, like I'm doing now. Sit and talk and chit chat. And, with me, I can forget things very easily, not intentionally. So I have to keep notes, bullet prints. Sometimes my videos is just me talking with nothing else, going on as far as bullet point. I'm not a scripted person. I don't read from a script. I tried that. It don't work for me. It's not being me. It's not being me. So life happens, y'all. Life happens. Sometimes being present matters more than at that moment, or not at that moment. Present more than the content. And I'm a firm believer when it comes to me showing up. I want to show up. There's a time, when I'm doing my live reselling that I can't show up. Like the other day, I had to cancel my live reselling because my mom came first. And my friends and family that supports me, and I'm not going to say customers, because I'm telling you, I have some very strong friends and family that really, really, really support me. And not just by buying, that's important, but just showing the love and support of just being there. That's even more than important than just the buying. Just showing up, supporting me. And oh my God, that is so wonderful. And they know who they are. They know I love them to death. I would do the world for them when it comes to my reselling. They already know that. My wellness, oh my gosh. My wellness looks so different, y'all. And I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to me. I do apologize for moving my camera around. It looks different for me now. Back when I was younger, and I was skinny. I still think I'm skinny, but because I'm a tall girl, I'm 6 foot. But when I was skinny, I always worked out. And I didn't do too much working out in school. I played sports, but I didn't do too much working out in school. But when I got on my own, which was at a very young age, I did a lot of working out to stay in shape. I did a lot of eating clean and all of that. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I wish I would have kept it up. The way I feel I be would have been so much better. I lifted weights. I did all of that. People knew I worked out by looking at my body, looking at my muscle definition. But my workout now is totally different than my workout many, many years ago. I used to just think that wellness was keeping the weight off or weight loss, nothing else. Okay, that's what I used to think. But now it's not about that with me. Do I need to drop some weight? Oh yeah, and I am. Do I need to keep it off? Most definitely I do, because if not, it will ruin my health. The little bit of weight that I would gain would definitely mess with my health. And I'm not going to have that, because I watch so many people go through the things that, diabetes, kidney issues, stomach issues, all of that. I watch people go through all of that stuff, and I am not trying to go through it. And I don't want to be medicated. So I want to keep my water intake going on, do my journey the way I'm doing. I don't like to use the word diet, you all, because I feel like at a point your diet going to stop. Well, my wellness is never going to stop. It's going to keep going. My weight loss is going to level out. But my journey on what I'm doing with my life is going to continue on for as long as God will allow me to continue on. And yes, I said God because he's my higher, utmost. I'm not almost, but utmost, because he's the one that's keeping me going and putting this in my head to keep moving. And I'm a firm believer, if you don't listen to him, okay, he gonna throw some at you. He gonna make you listen. And honey, he ain't got to tell me but a few times now. I'm hard-headed now. Even with my Lord, I'm hard-headed with him. But, I'm hard-headed. So I had to okay, let me listen. Because I didn't sit there and said that I want to continue to live my life, especially in my 60s, 70s, and 80s. My mom is in her 80s. And she might have some hiccups every now and then. But my mom looks good. She's healthy. She have her moments. She have to take medication or whatever the case may be. She's a beautiful woman. I'm not just saying that because of my mom. I love her to death do us part, right? And I'm still love her. But, I eat a little different, but I eat what I want because I don't want to feel deprived. When I was on my cruise, I ate everything, but my portion control was different. Okay, my portion control different because I realized I can't eat the way I used to 10, 15, 20 years ago, or even 30 years ago. Okay, I can eat a whole house and one gain an ounce. Oh, that don't work, honey. That don't even work. I eat 2 plates of food, I'm gonna feel it. Okay, I don't like to feel like that. I don't like to feel miserable after I eat. So I have my stopping point. I have my stopping point on that. So my portion control, how I eat, because I do the intermediate fasting, Mediterranean, and the keto friendly. I used to not be a keto friendly person, but then after I looked at what keto was about, I said, oh, that's good. I do not like to be on a strict regimen. So those things work for me. My working out, which is low impact, simple, because I have plates and screws and all kind of stuff in my ankle, so I do as much low pack as I can and still getting the benefits of doing high impact exercise. So that definitely works for me. Rest. Now rest, rest is a whole different story, you all. I have to make myself rest. That has been one of my struggles. And it's a menopause issue, but it's also my issue that I had incorporated throughout my life before menopause even hit. So menopause just escalated it a little more. Believe it or not, I can go 24 to 48 hours with no sleep and won't skip a beat. And I might feel it the third or fourth day. Sometimes I just like, how am I still going on even at my age? But I realized, and I didn't know, but I realized later in life that not getting enough rest will affect your health, your weight, and everything else. So and it ain't about the rest, it's the sleep really. So what I do, I just take time out for me. I just sit back and might go in my recliner, might lay in the bed, and I just relax. Sometimes I relax and put me to sleep, which I need. I don't set a timer, which I'm good for setting, my alarms and stuff. But when it comes to that, I don't, because at that time I look at my schedule and I realize, okay, I don't have to worry about my granddaughter. That was to be the main thing. I don't have an appointment to go to. I don't have any shows to do. I'm just going to sit back and chill, until my body tells me, okay, now it's time to get up. I had to realize that. So that is a work in progress, y'all, because I still struggle with that sometimes. But I know that really can work against you in your journey to health. I've developed not having so much stress in my life to almost zero, almost, not quite, because stress is going to be there still. So I worked on that, realizing that you can't tackle everything. You can't do everything. You can't be there for everybody. You have to be there for yourself. As a matter of fact, I choose me first. Okay, y'all? I choose me first. And that's not knocking my higher being. That's not what that about. I choose me first because I realize when I choose me first, everybody else is taken care of, because I can't work with you all and take care of you all or do my live shows the way I want to unless I take care of me. Now, there's sometimes I'm on my live show and I tell everybody, y'all, I'm tired. I said, but I didn't get tired until I started doing my show. Other than that, they know me. I would cancel it, but I'm rambling a little bit, so I'm not going to even ask y'all to forgive me. Okay, that's just the authentic, of me. Okay, and I might not even be saying that word right, but hey, but you got to take care of yourself, y'all. You have to take care of yourself. You ain't gonna do nobody no good if you don't take care of yourself. My retirement thoughts, and I will be touching base with you all and doing videos about my retirement, how it happened, why it happened, and within 6 years, why I had to pivot in my retirement. Retirement, I'm just going to give you a little breather, a little trailer, a little sneak peek, just a little seconds of it, is I had to learn to slow down. Okay? I have not yet learned, but I'm learning to slow down. I had to learn that I don't have to stay busy all the time. That's still a work of art for me. Okay. It's coming together, but it's still working. It's a work of art. It goes with that learning to slow down. I had to learn to enjoy what I work for. Now, I do that, but I had to regroup on that as well. But that's coming. That piece is very important part of my retirement, my life, my journey to better health, better myself, a better part of me, and why I am doing this journey. That is very important to me. Now, the things that are coming up, you all, in my videos, not saying they're coming up this week, but be on the lookout for these videos. I'm going to talk to you about my menopause. I'm not going to talk to you as a doctor expert or a research expert. I'm going to talk to you what menopause is doing, what it's done for me, and how I fight it, and why I don't take hormonal replacement therapy, and I'm not looking to do it. I'm going to talk to you about my retirement. Ooh, y'all, listen to this. Listen to this. The burnout of my retirement. I'm going to talk to you about that as well. Of course, y'all know more thrifting is coming as well. And my more wellness videos, updates about that. And just continue to share my journey with you all. That's still going to come. That is not going to change. But today, I just wanted to come out here and sit on my mom's porch, because I have not sat out here in forever. Right now, she went back to bed. She's sleeping. My granddaughter is in there. She just got up and watching iCarly or something stuff. She always watching different type of stuff. I just wanted to come in here and check in for some of you all that know what's going on in my life. You don't know a lot of deep stuff, but you know what's going on in my life. Just to touch base with you all. To continue to thank you all for being here and being very supportive of me, watching my videos, subscribing, and even for the ones that are just coming in. I know I didn't introduce myself at first. My name is Lynn. If you want to continue to follow me on my journey, just like, subscribe. I love for you to share my videos out to friends and family. Excuse me. Excuse me. And that would be so wonderful to help my channel as well. Thank you so much. And also subscribe. And thank you so much for always following my journey, because that means a lot to me. Because that was the purpose. It might be somebody out there that are going through the same thing with their life, don't know where to start. Some people think they're going to be ridiculed when they get on social media, and sometimes that do happen. But you know what? Those are people that are on the outside. I just keep it moving. I did have someone that, made a little smart comment to me on Instagram. I asked them to explain their smart comment. That's way I can understand. They couldn't explain it. They didn't even come back to say anything. I'm the type, if you're going to put a comment out there, hey, be able to step up to your comment when somebody asks you a question about your comment. It ain't about blocking you. I just need to understand why you made that comment, or maybe I read it wrong. That's life. That's me. It ain't about me arguing with you or blocking you. But it wasn't a pretty comment. I didn't see it that way and stuff. So, but right now, my question for you all. Here's my question for you all. Have you ever had a week that changed on you, or a day or something in your life that completely changed your plans? What did you do? Or if that haven't happened to you, what would you do? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Again, thank you so very much, everyone, for everything and joining me today for this chit chat. Y'all have a beautiful day. I appreciate everything that y'all are doing for me and also my family. It really, really makes me smile so much.